Let's talk about developing a wealthy mindset. It's extremely difficult to become wealthy if your thoughts align with those of the poor. Poor people are everywhere, and I want to demonstrate something. This is a gold Rolex Daytona. Younger generations might not know the history, but Paul Newman made this watch iconic. I own 4 Daytonas. Most people react, "What a waste of money." That's a poor person's mindset. Why would I buy a watch worth $50,000 or wear gold rings? Here's why. The US national debt is out of control. We're heading toward economic collapse. Politicians deal with problems by printing more money, but printing money widens the gap. The wealthy gain more, the poor and middle class lose out. Gresham's law explains this. When bad money floods the economy, good money disappears. Take this 1964 Kennedy half dollar. My friend Jim Clark from Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix, Arizona sold me this. I buy real gold and silver from him. So, what's bad money? This paper bill or the silver coin? According to Gresham's law, bad money forces good money into hiding. The paper bill is bad money. The silver coin is genuine value. Ask people which they'd prefer, the $10 bill or the 50-cent silver coin. Most go for the $10. That's poor thinking. Smart people know the silver is worth far more. Every time governments print more money, starting in 1971 when Nixon ended the gold standard, asset prices increase. Printing money makes the wealthy wealthier. Let me repeat, governments print money, and that raises the value of real assets. Essentials like food and eggs also rise in price. Wealthy individuals benefit because they hold real money, while inflation hurts the rest. Right now in the US, inflation is squeezing families. It now takes more and more of these bills to buy even basic things. Back to Gresham's law, the bad money circulates. The good money is hidden or saved. That silver coin from Republic Monetary Exchange? It's far more valuable than the bill. That's why I invest in assets like real estate. I use debt, this bad money, to acquire something tangible like a property. The currency loses value, but the property gains it. That's how savvy people use debt to build wealth, by converting weak money into solid assets. When bad money floods the market, the wealthy buy real estate, land, and assets, and grow richer. The poor and middle class suffer under inflation. This principle has existed for millennia. So again, 1964 real silver coin or a $10 bill, which would you choose? The rich take the coin. The poor and middle class take the cash. Let me explain again. Printing money drives up asset prices, like real estate and oil. But also it drives up everyday costs. Transporting a chicken to a store uses fuel, so even food prices soar. We're printing money like crazy, and that gold watch I wear? I started buying gold when it was $50 an ounce. Now I own gold mines. I don't play around. I own physical gold, stored in a private vault nearby. This gold watch might be worth $50,000 today, but what about in 5 years? If gold climbs from $3,000 to $15,000 an ounce, this asset on my wrist gains value. Sure, I could buy a $50 Swatch or Timex. I have those too. But a gold Rolex? That's an appreciating asset. I'm not telling you to buy one. I'm sharing how I think. Poor people look at a $50 Apple Watch and feel smart, but wealthy people know value. Wearing an asset like gold earrings or a gold watch? That's smart investing. It's not about flashy brands, it's about the material. Gold isn't just jewelry, it's wealth. Many poor people believe buying something cheap means they're making smart choices, but often that's what keeps them poor. Let's talk about mindfulness. In Buddhism, mindfulness is being aware of your thoughts. Are you telling yourself, "I'll just get by," or "I'll eat cheap food"? Here's the reality. When governments print money, asset prices rise. The rich gain more, the poor lose more. Gasoline prices climb. I profit, I own oil fields. But the poor and middle class struggle to fuel their cars and buy groceries. That's the situation today in the US. And a big problem is that many leaders, like professors or teachers, don't understand money. They don't socialize with the wealthy. My poor dad was smart but broke. always looking for deals instead of lasting value. Today, I'm receiving a rare car, not because I need it, but because it holds long-term value. It's an asset few can afford. Some say, I'll stick with my Toyota Prius. That's fine. It gets you around. But does it build wealth? That's the real question. The issue isn't what you drive, it's how you think. So remember, mindfulness. Are your financial decisions aligned with the thinking of the rich, the poor, or the school teacher? If you want to discover the top 3 things schools should have taught about money, things they never teach, be sure to watch the next video.